That's right. Let's do it. It's time for us to explore in Glacier National Park. I sent out one video last week, just one, but I thought it was a good overview of the park. Raise your hand if you had a chance to watch that video. Okay, about half of us had a chance. So today we have several little short videos to show you. And really what we want to cover today is some of the geography of it, where it is, how big is it, who lives there, what makes it so special. And of course, we want to show you some of the animals that you'll find in Glacier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's some pretty amazing animals that live there. And we're going to talk a little bit about the continental divide and what that means, because
I already know one of the animals that live there.
Because Glacier National Park is really special in that it is part of the continental divide. So we'll get to that later on in the meeting today.
And Michelle, I already know what one animal is. I already know one of them.
Hang on to that, Kendall. We'll call on you when we get to that section. So I'd like to start, like I usually do, seeing where we are on the map. All right. Can anyone tell me what state Glacier National Park is in?
Montana.
Very good.
Montana.
Montana.
I found out on the park side.
Good, Emily, you did some research. Who can tell me what mountain range Glacier National Park is a part of? We've talked about the Smokies, the Appalachians. Josh, you have a guess?
The Rockies.
Yes, very good, Josh. It's good to have you back, by the way. We missed you. We missed you last week. Yes.
I was wearing last year's Chattanooga camp shirt.
That's right.
No, that was the year before.
Let me show you all where we are.
I have the same shirt as Josh. I have the same one.
Okay. You can see my screen?
It's up on the other side of Glacier National Park.
Where are we?
We're in
Tennessee.
I'm in Georgia.
Okay, we're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and northern Georgia, right over here. Glacier, as Emily said, is in Montana. And look at this. It's on the border of Canada and the United States. It's pretty far up there. Pretty far up north, eh?
Yep. Yeah, but trains usually those mountains like Italy.
So you can see all the green here is where we have a lot of
but those yellow roads do look like railroad tracks.
They kind of do, don't they, Jimmy? So you can see here it says this is a wilderness area with 700 plus miles of trails. That's a lot of trails.
Yep.
I want to show you some pictures. I think I accidentally made my screen really big. Okay. So check this out, you guys. Look at these pictures.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's so pretty. Just a moment. For some reason, it's huge in my screen.
Oh, I see you.
That's right. I canceled my screen share real quick while I try to figure this out on my end. Elaine, do you want to share any fun facts with us while I work on it?
Well, I was going to ask everybody if anybody has either been to Montana before or they've been to the Rockies before.
Oh.
No.
I have been to the Rockies, but not Montana.
Awesome. I have too. It's beautiful, just like those pictures Michelle was starting to show us, right?
The only mountain my family's been to and my dog Carly has is the Smokies, the Great Smoky
I've
Mountains.
been to Smokies before.
Oh, yeah.
Very
And
cool.
You went
one of
camping
the
there.
things,
You went
my mom
camping.
and I are going to go to the smoke. I'm going to see if we can go to the national park for the Cades Cove store afterwards.
Oh, very nice. So you guys typically, right, our mountains around here are a lot smaller than we would see out west. So not always, but typically. And so some of the mountains that we're going to get to see in some of the pictures are huge compared to some of the mountains that we may see around the Chattanooga area or even the Smokies. So
That's right. That's right. Thank you.
I've been
Elaine.
to the Smokies.
yeah.
Okay, so I got it all figured out. Thanks for your patience, everybody. So look at how huge these mountains are, like Elaine was saying,
Mm,
and
Those
how
are so pretty.
those are
right,
Yeah,
all those
those are pretty.
colors. So
that
you'll
is
see some
so
of this
pretty.
water is super clear. Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
yeah. No,
I'm
Yeah.
screenshotting.
Wow.
And I can see the rocks.
And if this is something you want to look at later, it's through Google Maps. And you'll see here, I'm on all the pictures, but we can go to the latest pictures that have been taken by people. This one must have just been
Wow.
taken because
Wow.
when I looked here an hour ago, it wasn't here. So this is real time, you guys. Here's a black and white, one of the roads, the main road that leads up to the Continental Divide.
Wait until you see this, Julie.
Okay.
Can you spy any
Oh.
wild animals in this picture?
Oh, wait, I can. Right there. Right there. Right
Oh,
What
there.
do you
I can
see?
too.
On the rocks.
Yes, we
Right
do.
on the rocky areas.
What are those, Kendall?
Goats. Those are
That's
goats.
right, mountain goats.
I'm good.
You'll see some more about that later on in the meeting. So these pictures have all been taken in September, in this month of this year. So it looks like there's already snow out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
good.
It's so cold because it's getting
Yeah.
colder and colder as it goes.
Mhm.
That's good for glaciers.
That's
Oh,
right.
last night was
Absolutely.
horrible. Rain, thunder. I did not like that at all.
I slept through it.
These are
I don't
amazing
like thunder.
pictures.
I get scared really easily from thunder. I get real scared.
So I'm going to jump back to some of these other ones. There's that mountain goat that
Wow,
Kendall
you
saw.
can really see up close now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey,
Look
mountain
at those
goat.
horns. Wow.
They sure do. And this is one of the hikes along the side of the mountain. You can see how steep these mountains are. The rock face. Here's another picture of how clear that water is.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
taking some
It is clear.
screenshots.
That's a great idea. Oh, so I wanted to show you this picture here. This purple flower, this is called fireweed. And I actually learned about this flower in Alaska, and they make jelly out of fireweed petals. You can eat the petals, and they taste kind of like a spicy cinnamon. But they measure their summer based off of these flowers.
Julie's shaking her head. No.
So these flowers, there's another picture I saw down here with a whole bunch of them. I'll see if I can
Oh, that's
find it.
pretty.
But basically, they have,
That is pretty.
here it is.
Whoa.
So you
bunch
see
of
all
them.
of these
There it is.
fireweed flowers. When it's in full bloom and filled with purple flowers, that means summer is at its peak. But as soon as they start to die off from the bottom to the top, that's when summer is fading away. So once all of the flowers are
Okay.
gone, you know that summer is
Be
gone.
careful.
Sometime I
Summer
may
is
go.
over. So as we saw in the latest pictures, it looks like, oh, look, we got some more pictures already.
Oh, cool. That is
Wow.
cool.
So these pictures were just taken. Amazing, isn't it? We've got some people up here with high
Whoa, check out these trees.
up above the clouds.
Michelle,
lot of
one up right
snow.
here. Look at that.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, there's so much that you can do with Google Maps. I just wanted to show you some of that. So Glacier
That was really cool.
That is really cool.
really cool. Julie, do you have something to say? You're muted. Hey, Julie, go ahead and unmute yourself first.
Remember those light search that I do? Sometimes I do mountains. That's real pretty and royal with it.
Very cool.
Remember the one in my room?
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah.
last trip that I did?
Yep.
I got some more down again. Different ones.
Yeah. Good, Julie. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us. So you guys, I have a
That's a big
video that I want to share with you, and it'll give us an overview of the park. Okay, you got a little bit of an overview with that video I sent out, but now we're going to watch about a 2-minute video from the National Park Service in Glacier. And here we go.
What happened?
To most, Glacier is an unexpected journey into a wild and a risky. Those who venture into its depths know this wild nature provides an unpredictable experience. The wildlife clinging to craggy points, glaciers hanging on high altitude peaks, and the strong realization of your place in this world. From West Glacier to the top of Logan Pass, the legitimacy of this reputation is secured. Countless trails range deep into the natural sanctuary of Glacier National Park. But we know nature always strives for balance, and so to complement the rugged challenges of the glacier-carved landscape, there is a Lake McDonald Lodge. Nestled on the eastern shore of glaciated Lake McDonald, it is as grand as any structure in our national park system. An impressive tribute to Swiss chalets constructed in native cedar. Typically, roads lead to destinations, but with a roadside roster featuring McDonald Falls, the Weeping Wall, and the Triple Arches, for many visitors, going to the Sun Road is the destination, the quintessential glacier experience. Those who travel the route from West Glacier to the Continental Divide at Logan Pass will count their blessings in miles, both driven and walked.
Yeah, for some reason the video stopped and I had to tap that button to get it to play again.
But you figured it out, Emily?
I did. I was able to.
Good. Did that happen for anybody else?
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm glad you figured it out, Emily. So that first video, like I said, from the National Park Service, they have probably 30 plus videos of different hikes and trails and history about Glacier National Park. So if you want more information about it, I can give you that website.
Will you please give it to me and I Googled it?
Sure, Emily.
I
I
didn't
can
even-
send out a follow-up email to the group.
I didn't
So-
even see it.
See what, Rachel?
I didn't even see the video.
Oh, it didn't share? Huh.
No, it stopped.
Oh, weird. So that happened for you and for Emily. Emily, how did you get it to play again?
I just tapped a button on the upper left corner and it started playing again.
Do you remember what that button said?
No, I do not, unfortunately.
Okay, well, Rachel, when I share this next video, let me know if that happens again. And I can pause and we'll figure it out. So just a reminder, everyone, on your upper right-hand corner, for most of you, if you're using a laptop, you'll have speaker view or gallery view. So you can, I would suggest you click it into gallery view so you can see everybody.
Already did.
Hold on, I'm going to switch over to my laptop.
Okay, okay. And then when I share a video, it should come up on your screen. I'm not sure
I'm
what
already
the
in
glitch-
gallery view, so I can see everybody. So.
Not
There
good,
it
too.
is.
Good,
Of
good.
course, me and Julie are drinking.
Drinking your water. That's awesome. So
This is
Julie got the
frozen.
fun ones because she's got macaroon. I got the frozen 2 one.
there's something really special about Glacier that has stayed in the park for a long time. First off, does anyone know when the park was added as a national park? What year?
No.
I say.
I'm going to leave my iPad and come on my computer.
Perfect. Thanks, Rachel. We'll see you soon.
Okay.
I think I know.
Okay. Julie, what do you think?
I think maybe 1933.
You're pretty close. It's a little lower. Any other guesses?
1925.
Low. It's over 100 years old as a national.
Wow.
So less than 1925. Before 1925. I will tell you, I won't keep you in suspense. Glacier National Park was established in 1910.
What?
So it's been around for a while, 110 years as a national park. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah.
Man.
And since the early 1900s, hey Rachel,
Glacier National Park has been serving trains like this one since in the early 1900s.
that's right. Rachel, Jimmy's telling you, we just gave the answer. 1910 is when it was established as a national park. So they have a vehicle, a really cool vehicle. I'm going to show you what it looks like, called a red jammer. Has anybody heard that before?
It
No.
looks like a snow spreader.
Yeah, Jimmy, you've seen it then. So I have another short video to show you what these look
They
like.
can spray snow off the tracks.
The
Oh,
red
I know,
jammers,
trying not to hiccup again because I got the hiccup.
yeah, the red jammers can't spray snow, but you're going to see what they can do.
Do they have gems?
And before we take a break, Glacier National Park draws millions of visitors each year. It's packed with history, including its iconic red.
Can everybody see and hear the video?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Red Jammer bus tours. MTN's Martin Sue introduces us to one man who's been driving that Glacier Park history into hearts for the last decade and a half.
This is my summer tradition. This is it. I love it. I keep coming back till I get tired of it.
This is Russell Olson. Olson has driven this bus, number 84, for the past 15 years. Retired and from Florida, Olson spends his summers driving for the park. Russell gets to work alongside someone very special.
Well, my wife is a red bus driver. Oh, yeah. She's been a red bus driver for about 10 years. She started out as a clerk in the gift shop, and then when she saw how much fun I was having, she said, hey, can I become one?
Russell and his wife drive 2 of 35 original red buses for the park. This unique bus touring program originated in Glacier National Park in 1914. The drivers are affectionately known as jammers because back when buses were manually driven, the gears would stick and the drivers would have to, quote, jam the gears into place.
I'm standing in one of 35 original red jammer buses here in Glacier National Park.
Olson makes this job look easy. Not only does he have to drive going to the Sun Road, but he he talks about park history while he does it.
It's learning about the park, learning the history of the park, learning about nature and the different glacier formations that are in the park. So it's a very detailed training.
Training lasts for 3 weeks, and every driver has a commercial driver's license. With almost 3 million visitors last year, Olson says this training is crucial while on congested roads.
About 15 years ago, we were lucky to get 1 million visitors. Now we're getting 3 million. And all that has happened is it becomes very congested on the road. You have to go, and I always drive slow anyways, but you really have to pay attention because the road is narrow.
Olson says he can make up to 2 trips a day to Logan Pass and back. In Glacier National Park, Maureen Sue, MTN News.
Wow.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Red jammers. Did anyone catch why it's called a jammer?
Because it slams gears into place.
Yeah, because it was known for having to punch the gears into place, jam them into place. I don't know about you, but that would make me kind of nervous if you had to drive on that mountain pass.
Especially the narrow roads with lots of cars.
Mountain road.
Especially for that. And something else about, we talked about the mountains in Glacier. So you guys, there are a total of 175 mountains in the park. That's a lot of mountains. So these mountains are all part of the range of the Rockies within Glacier. And Elaine, did you see by any chance how big the park is? How many acres it is?
How many acres?
Yes.
Did they have gem?
And if not, I've got it right here.
I don't know how big it is.
So it's huge. Glacier National Park is over 1 million acres.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, we saw those glaciers.
Yeah.
Some of the pictures. There are 26 different glaciers in the park.
Wow.
Wow.
Yes, a lot of glaciers, which maybe that's how it got its name, Glacier National Park.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So how about this, everybody? Who wants to see some cute animals?
I do.
So me.
Okay, now tell me from the videos, I'd like to hear from all of you, what kind of animals did you see? Raise your hand if you have something to add. Julie, what did you see?
Deers. What's the deers?
Yeah, you saw some deer? Yes. Philip, what did you see?
I saw a moose.
You saw a moose. They're huge, aren't they?
It's big.
Jimmy, did you see something you wanted to share?
I saw a bear.
Did you? What kind of bear did you see?
A black bear.
Yes. Will we see other bears in this park?
I hope so.
Maybe.
What other kind of bear do we see in the park?
A brown bear.
Yes, otherwise known as the grizzly bear.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Now, which one is scarier than the other for us as humans?
I think it'd be grizzly bear.
Black bear.
The grizzly bear.
The grizzly bear.
Stop, please.
So I'd like to start with, there's another animal that we didn't talk about yet. We talked about it earlier in the meeting. It's the mountain goat.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I have a video about the mountain goats because did you know the mountain goat is the symbol of this park?
What?
Yes. You'll see so many mountain goats in Glacier National Park. And that's an animal that we haven't really seen much of in these other places we've explored. So I wanted to spend some time to learn more about the mountain goat. I have a little video for you, and I'll tell you, this is kind of like it keeps you on the edge of your seat kind of video about a baby mountain goat.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know, it's so cute. It might, I got a little scared during this video, and you'll see why.
Oh boy.
Just a moment while I get it pulled up, you guys.
Hey Michelle, this is a really cool camera that I'm using because it's a live stream camera, so it's a really cool one.
Oh, nice, Kendall.
And
Okay,
my
here
computer
it
has
is.
a little slider that I can just use as privacy if I want.
So
Oh,
this
that's
is
neat.
called The Baby
Yeah.
Mountain Goat Braves the Rapids.
Wow.
Maya.
I don't know about you
That was
guys,
awesome.
but whew,
Yeah.
I'm so glad he
I took
made it.
screenshots during the video.
Oh.
I'm telling you, when I first watched that video, I was like this. Like I saw some of you guys too. It
So I
was
can save
scary.
it to my YouTube account.
Yeah, it keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
So I have another video for you. This one is a little less scary, a little less intense, and it actually comes out of the Oregon Zoo. But
It didn't even scare me. Sorry, Michelle.
That's okay. So this one is pretty cute. It's about a newborn mountain goat.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's only about a minute long. So I'm going
The
to
other
pull
one
that up.
didn't scare me.
They're food?
What?
And if you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm talking to my dog Panic, and she's she's wondering why my mom's getting out food.
Oh, you know what? My video for that one, it's not here like I thought it was.
You silly.
Oh, I know. I just got so sucked into all this amazing footage about Glacier National Park. I'm going to see if I can find it again really quick.
So Michelle, while you're looking for that, I was going to tell everybody that, so I have not been to Glacier, but I have spent some time in the Rockies and did some camping in the snow there.
Wow.
I know, you guys, and I was going to tell you that one night it was 10 below freezing.
Oh my
man.
God.
I know, it was so cold.
Camp me out.
I know, Julie, it was super cold. And you know what we had to do?
You should have
We had
went
to
towards the
make
summer.
our little kitchens. We had to shovel snow to make little shelves to have a kitchen area. And you could set your stove up there and set all your cooking supplies. But whew, it was so cold.
Too cold. Too
The
cold for
mountains
me.
out there can get really cold and really windy.
They sure can.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I found that video, everybody. You ready for some cuteness?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh.
This is
Baby
an
goat.
8.
Okay.
This is an 8-hour-old baby mountain goat.
Oh. Okay.
Where are you falling in love with
That is so cute.
Okay, this is too cute.
Agreed.
I am about to go into a goat trance because it's too cute.
So if you're ever having a bad day, you should look for videos of baby mountain goats.
I screenshotted this title.
And the baby goat looks just like its mother. Aww. Laying down just like its mother is. Aww.
Everybody likes the murder.
But it's very
I sure
dirty.
do.
But the baby goat's very dirty.
I bet the mom will clean it up, Kendall.
Yeah.
Probably.
I've touched the goat at Adventure Forest in Sevierville before.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that little tongue.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cute.
The 8-year-old's so cute.
It said 8-hour-old.
Yeah, he's 8 hours. Can you guys, I think he looks pretty good to be born 8 hours ago. He's already up walking around.
Look at that.
Yeah.
He looks like he's a little bit wobbly.
He does
And look,
look.
he has the same ears as his mother is. As
There
you can
she
see
goes,
that
cleaning them
those
up.
ears are really pointy
Yep.
and
Pretty cute. So from there, I'm going to jump
Daughters.
straight over to another one. This one is a grizzly and a goat. So get ready. It's a little intense.
It's going to go. It's going to go.
Did you see the grizzly run straight across there?
Apparently, because it goes so
I'm
fast.
saving.
No, that's really
Here,
too
let me
fast.
start it over. Okay, here we go.
I'm saving this channel.
So there was the goat, right? You saw that?
There's the goat.
Yep.
Okay, now look
Goes right
closely.
across.
Look closely.
There it goes. Woo!
Oh, yeah.
There's the goat. There it goes. Whoop. Probably the goat's going into hiding.
Yeah, so
Whoa. Big,
so we just saw a bear chasing a goat. That happened this summer.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder how heavy a grizzly bear is.
Grizzly bears are
Really, really heavy.
huge, Kendall. Now, if you were out on the trail and you saw a grizzly bear, you would want to make yourself really big, and you would want to make a lot of noise. You'd hoot and
Oh,
howl.
I know I can.
To get it away from you. So you can...
Yep, I will show you just exactly what the park rangers do when that happens, because there are a lot of grizzly bears that live in Glacier National Park.
And
I
they,
haven't built a
probably the bears are saying, stay away from our home.
Right, and Kendall,
Or
it
else.
says that male grizzly bears can be about 600 pounds.
Wow.
Wow,
That's
that is
really
a big
heavy.
boy.
So that's a big bear.
Yeah, big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is a big bear.
That's in that one.
Wow, thanks, Elaine. Okay, so this is in action, what you do when there's a grizzly bear.
That's a big one.
Oh, he's running. Out of the way. Yeah, he just wants to get through.
Let's see if they clapping.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that is a big bear.
Golly, that's big.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness. He's
Mama
huge.
to build a bear. And I put her name in the chat box.
Guys, you want to help me make noise? Yeah, go, 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 go.
I know.
Wow, that's insane. That's just insane. That's just insane.
Yeah, it is.
I know.
Whew.
I know
you
what
saw-
to do if one gets near me.
The ranger in the hat, you saw she was making a lot of noise and saying, get out of here, bear, get out of here. If you were with us earlier in the season, we had on a park ranger from Olympic National Park and Yosemite
yeah.
National Park.
Noah. I remember Noah. I remember
Ranger
him.
Noah.
I did too.
That was on that Zoom.
I
He
remember
was
him.
trained. He was trained to do bear calls, or basically to drive the bears away, because a lot of our national parks, being so pristine and so wild, have a lot of wildlife, like grizzly bears. And sometimes we as tourists or hikers don't take it as seriously as we should. So anytime we're in the wild, we need to really respect the wildlife and keep our distance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't like to get attacked.
yeah.
Me neither.
Agreed.
So we are, we're almost out of time, you guys. Elaine, what do you have to add?
So I'm going to take us a little bit off topic, Michelle, but I won't keep us long because I know that we still have to wrap up a few things about Glacier. But you guys, we were talking about bears, and I wanted to know if anybody saw on the news that there was a black bear downtown this weekend.
I saw it on my channel 3
yeah.
news.
I did see it.
I'm on top
Our
of
bears are so
it.
huge.
Are huge. So yeah, he was. If you guys know where I mean, he was kind of running all around, but he was at the Bessie Smith. You saw him running across the lawn there.
Yeah.
So kind of crazy. Unfortunately, like Michelle was saying, you want to drive those bears away from people because if they get accustomed to being around people, it's super dangerous and always doesn't end very well for the bear. So we like bears. We just want them to stay in their neck of the woods, right? And if we go into their neck of the woods, we just need to be careful and not leave
Turkeys aren't
like,
really
our food
hurtful
laying
'cause they
around
just-
and things like that.
Oh.
Turkeys just stand there and do their own thing. They gobble, 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 do their own thing.
Oh, and the sad news is that that bear was tagged already,
Yeah,
and they had to put him down.
right.
Aww.
They did. So yeah, what Rachel is saying, you guys, he's tagged, so which means he had like an ear tag, kind of like an earring. And so that means that he had already been interacting with humans before. He came from basically up near Gatlinburg. He traveled all the way. And so basically he
probably escaped.
Yeah, you know, he came down, and so because he was already tagged and they knew that he was kind of a threat to humans. So since he ended up in the city, he can live here, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
They had to euthanize him.
But some bears can't handle cold. Some bears don't.
All right, everyone, I need you to listen up because we are technically at the end of our program. I have 2 more things I wanted to talk about. So this will take another 5 minutes or so. If you want to hang around and watch that, yeah, then stay on because we're going to talk about the continental divide and some of the scenery and the hikes that you can do. So I have 2 more short videos for you. If you have to leave, we understand, and it's been great to see you. But otherwise,
I'm staying.
All right. All right.
Me
Otherwise,
too.
I want to show you this video about the continental divide. I learned a lot when I watched it, and it's only a minute long.
How much longer?
About 3 more minutes, Philip. Hang in there. This is going to be really cool because the continental divide is just a really cool thing to know.
And look at this scenery as the backdrop.
So I'm here in Glacier National Park, Montana, looking at this beautiful mountain, which is called the Garden Wall. It's called that because towards the bottom it's very lush with vegetation, lots of plants, beautiful flowers. The Garden Wall is significant for a couple of reasons. First of all, this stretch of it is the continental divide. So as we know, a divide is highland that separates 2 different watersheds. The continental divide is what separates the Atlantic Ocean watershed from the Pacific Ocean watershed. So basically the way that it works is that when it rains and a drop of rain lands on the top of the divide, if it goes towards the east, it'll ultimately end up in the Atlantic Ocean. If it goes towards the west, it'll end up in the Pacific Ocean. So it basically is separating our continents or our country's watersheds. Some other things of interest, if you look at the top of it, especially towards the middle over there, you'll notice it looks razor thin. And we know that only glaciers can create that kind of landscape. And if you look a little bit further that way, there is a U-shaped cutout near the top. You can see a little bit of white.
Yeah.
It's actually a glacier. That's the Gem Glacier, one of the many glaciers.
Did you hear that, Philip? It's called the Gem Glacier.
Yes, ma'am.
Here at Glacier National Park.
So pretty interesting, huh? About the
It
continental divide.
is.
Yes.
Yeah, and that it basically
Really big.
separates the water into the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean, dividing the country, dividing the water across the country. It's pretty amazing.
It is.
That is
And
pretty cool.
the other places in the world where this happens is Siberia, a country way far away, and Jasper National Park.
Okay.
I want to continue with national parks for virtual hiking.
We learn a lot with our national parks virtually.
Right.
Don't we, Emily?
Oh yeah, I like it.
So one more thing I want to share with you, and that is some of the hiking that you'll find there. And he tells us a few more fun facts about the park. let me stop sharing real quick. We can, if you have anything to add right now, this is a good time while I get this video all set up.
You know, with that chats thing, I apologize, it's off topic, but if they want to continue chatting with me, if they have an iPad, I can give them my primary email that they can text me on.
There you go, Emily. That's right. So you guys, you can put it in the chat if you have an email or anything else. And you guys, while Michelle's getting that set up, and Michelle, you interrupt me when you're ready.
I'm actually
You're good. Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Are we done yet?
Now, this video is for 6 of the best hikes that he thinks are the best. We're just going to touch on about 3 of them.
Because it's going to be a really fun day. You guys are going to get a lot of information on some of the different hikes that you can do when you get here.
And Philip, if you're ready to go, you can exit the meeting.
Are we done yet?
So let's just get straight to it. A trip to Glacier National Park was one of the best decisions we've made in 2019. And moving forward post-COVID apocalypse, I hope it can be one of yours too. I mean, this place has it all. With towering cliffs, wild animal encounters, and just an overall feeling of awe at every turn, I couldn't recommend this place enough. And I just know once you do some of these hikes, you will feel the same. For the sake of organization, let's start from the easiest to the most difficult. First up is Sun Point Nature Hike. The famous Going to the Sun Road has been featured in movies like Forrest Gump and The Shining, and Sun Point is one of the best known spots along it. This hike starts at Sun Point Car Park and is a short 1.7 mile out and back. It's almost entirely flat, so it's manageable at all fitness levels. From Sun Point itself, you've got incredible views across St. Mary Lake, snow-capped mountains all around, and 3 beautiful waterfalls, Virginia, Bering, and St. Mary's Falls. However, it does tend to get pretty busy here, so I'll totally recommend starting early in the morning. Next up is Red Rock Falls via Swift Current Pass. It's another fairly flat and easy hike, though a little longer at 3.6 miles out and back. One of the highlights here is the number of animal sightings you're likely to have. Sheep, rabbits, moose, deer, foxes, and of course bears are kind of all on the table. Well, not literally. Figuratively. They're actually in the wild. But there's not just animals to see here. The scenery is incredible as well. Mountains towering above the trail, and of course Red Rock Falls themselves are fantastic. Again, it's another of the park's easier walks, so it can get pretty busy out here. Last of our easy hikes is the Trail of Cedars. A nice relaxed loop just 0.8 miles long, it's entirely boardwalk and is wheelchair accessible, taking you through towering cedar forests and past the yawning Avalanche Gorge viewpoint. It's located conveniently right on the Going to the Sun Road, and like our other easier hikes, it gets pretty busy pretty quickly. If you want to make this hike a little bit more difficult and a little bit longer, I would definitely recommend for you guys to extend this hike out with a side detour to Avalanche Lake. You're now looking at a total distance of about 5.5 miles there and back, with more ups and downs along the way. Avalanche Lake is super pristine and beautiful. Plus, it's way less busy.
I like the lake.
Okay, we're going to end the video right there and let you just keep on dreaming about all of those beautiful hikes and mountains and glaciers and animals. There is definitely a lot to see in Glacier National Park.
There's a lot to see. It looks so beautiful.
It is.
So you guys, thanks for sticking around. I know we went about 10 minutes over today. There was just so much we wanted to share about this park. And if you need to go, please head on out. I'd like to give another shout out to Alyssa for her birthday. Woo, woo.
Go, Alyssa.
Happy birthday to
There's
you.
some party balloons in the background for you, Alyssa.
Hey, Julie, we can text
Oh,
on your iPad on iMessage.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, that's okay. But Rachel and I can.
Okay.